So the Ravens traded Hollywood Brown in a shocking move, but I think after further review, I'm glad I didn't react to this initially because I think I just might be okay. Or what is going on, good people? DJ from Beal Productions Flock Nation Speaks. This is not an official episode, just a short. I just want to talk about this Hollywood Brown trade. Shook the NFL up, shook the Ravens up. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Because this is gonna be a shorter video because I'm gonna get y'all an episode out coming up in the next day or two. But initially on the Hollywood Brown trade, I was like literally that was my face. Why? Why? For what reason? You can never have enough talent. Why would you get rid of Hollywood? Then, and this is, you got to remember, I think everybody reacted this way. Everybody was like, are you serious right now? Like, for what reason? Right? For what? Like, this is your number one receiver, and you tried to pin him that way, at least, right? You tried to let us know that he is the number one guy. So explain to me how he's getting traded. And then we learned that Hollywood Brown actually wanted this trade, which makes me feel like now, after you shift that trade in, right? You ship it to Arizona, get the picks back. You get Tyler Lindenbaum out of that. You get, of course, you got Kyle Hamilton too. You just think you're speechless. Like, I'm literally speechless still to this day. It's been a couple of days, and I'm still like, how did they pull it off? I think the Ravens actually got better by trading one of their best talents, right? I think initially the knee-jerk reaction is to say, dang, they lost their number one guy, right? They lost their number one wide receiver, not tight end, right? That's the initial thought process. That's the initial, oh my goodness, what is this team going to do? But then you think about it, right? Hollywood Brown is high up on the drops list when it comes to dropping the football, right? Now, you lose the chemistry that he had with Lamar Jackson, but from what we've seen, you can't be mad about giving James Prochet some more chances. You definitely can't be mad about getting Devin Duvernay some more touches, right? You can't be mad about, of course, getting Rashad Bateman some more touches, bringing in Isaiah Likely, who I've heard is a more versatile type of receiver. So maybe the Ravens actually won in this, and they picked up I'm blanking on his name right now. Give me 1 second. Let me remember the kid from Oregon, Devin Williams, right? They picked up Devin Williams too, who could also be, I think is a potential bomb, right? That dude is literally just potential, just waiting to be, untapped. I think the Ravens got better somehow, right? I really do. Like I'm sitting here looking at it and I'm like, wow, I think the Ravens actually got better from losing one of their, literally this guy was one of your number one targets. Like, this was not a guy who was like, oh, well, he did a little bit. Like this was one of your number one targets. And that was hard for, like, as a Ravens fan, I'm like, what just happened? Did y'all make the right move? But then to see how you got better on defense, and it seems like Chuck Clark might be on the move because bringing in Kyle Hamilton, of course, you got Marcus Williams now. Where does Chuck Clark fit in that now, right? Does Chuck Clark allow you to manage up enough talent to put together to go after a DK Metcalf, to go after a Deebo Samuel, right? Of course, AJ Brown's off the board at this point now, but to think, just think about it. If you end up trading Hollywood and you're able, even for a rental year, to get somebody in that draft class like DK, or even like you said, Deebo, that's a crazy flip. Anything could happen. More to come. Flock Nation Speaks. I'm coming out with a real episode. I promise you. I'm coming out with a real episode coming up very, very soon. Just be on the lookout, right? Be on the lookout. I'll be here. I'll be ready for you. I'm so excited. I think the Ravens really did make the right move. Like we talked about, kind of trying to build this fortress around Lamar Jackson. We talked about how bad the offensive line is. And it's hard for me because it's like on one hand, you lose a talented piece on the outside or maybe the inside because I know he was better in the slot. But at the same time, it's like to get better at offensive line, right? You got more depth on the defensive end. You got better overall. Can I really be mad about it? Can I really be mad about it? I want to, right? I want to be like, dang, Hollywood's gone. Dang, I really I felt like there was still untapped potential with Hollywood. I really do. Like, I want to be like, man, like we dropped the ball on this. But to get the values, I think it was Peter King that said, you know, you draft Hollywood at what, 20? I think they drafted him at 23 that year. Draft Hollywood at 23, trade him a couple years later after some, pretty decent production, enough to trade him for another first round pick, another 25, right? To end up getting your guy, Tyler Linderbaum, who's the best center, Tyler that's the best center in the draft. I can't be mad about this. I want to, right? Because I want to be like, but the Bengals got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd, and they picked up somebody else, a tight end, during free agency that I missed. I want to be mad, right? I want to be mad because the Browns, right? They're going to continue to get better. I want to be mad because the Steelers, they always end up picking up somebody and making them ridiculous on the offensive end when it comes to receiver. But I can't be. Because the Ravens got better in the draft, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen out of this draft. I really am. More touches for these other guys, the Proches, the Duvernays of the world, Bateman. Then you add in new guys, the kid from Oregon, you add him in, Isaiah Likely, right? Add him in too to add another tight end. Nick Boyle might be, somewhere in that, right? Somewhere in the, it might be on the outside looking into that. But I'm excited. I'm excited right now, right? I really am. I'm really excited when it comes down to it because I'm like, there's still good free agent talent out there. And the thing is, like, it's almost like the typical Ravens scenario, right? It's the Jarvis Landrys of the world. It's the Odell Beckhams of the world. It's the veteran guys, right, that you need right now, right? It's the veteran guys. But also, there's still a play. There's still a play. For DK, there's still a play. For Debo. Until next time, I'm signing off on this short one. Let me know if you want more short stuff like this. Do you want more stuff that's a little bit shorter? Just kind of, balance it out a little bit. Of course, I'll probably still do the weekly show every single week, a little bit in the long form, but I got a AFC North talk type thing coming up too as well. So be on the lookout until next time.